Dr. Ashmi, thanks a lot. You gave me time this morning and night in Washington, and I welcome you on Europedia Education. And this my interaction will be related to my recent visit to IIT Gandhinagar, where I visited your lab. I met your professor, Professor Shiva Priya ma'am, and I'll be interacting you as a student of IIT Gandhinagar, and now presently you are in Washington. You are doing your postdoctoral fellowship. So welcome to you, Dr. Ashmi.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, Dr. Ashmi, I have decided my this entire interaction in three categories, three questions, I'll say. My first part will be related to you only, your journey from your school days, maybe in some part of India to Washington. You are doing your postdoctorate now. And then second part will be related to your research area. And third part will be related to what are the career opportunities ahead for you and in the domain of your research. So I come to my first part, and that is related to you. So you have done your PhD from IIT Gandhinagar with Professor Shiva Priya, and that is the domain of chemistry and biology, and to be more specific, cancer biology. I happened to visit your lab, and I interacted with Professor Shiva Priya. And then after that, you have gone to now School of Medicine, University of Washington, for postdoctorate fellowship. So over to you, Dr. Ashmi, from school days till Washington.
Well, I don't know the right way to go about it, but I would say, speaking of my academic journey, I was kind of always sure about having a career in a field that involved helping people in any possible way. So that's the reason why, as an undergrad, I started interacting with a lot of my seniors who were already pursuing, research as their long-term goal at reputed universities, and that sort of got me in, a bit more intrigued about the various aspects that are involved, and how I could say best use my abilities to have a career in research. So I basically started, talking to my parents about it, and started to tease the right way out to, go about this entire process. And that's when I realized that PhD was indeed my calling. So yeah, so that's how I ended up at IIT Gandhinagar for my doctoral research, and I was fortunate enough to have joined Dr. Sivapriya Kirubakaran as my academic supervisor, who, I think she's extremely, she's an extremely cool professor, and she put immense faith in me and my close friends, and gave us all the creative freedom that one could possibly ask for. So yeah, come to think of it, it's been a great journey, and that's how I am here pursuing my postdoctoral research at University of Washington. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so let me put the same question a little more differently, Dr. Ashmi. There are so many career opportunities available to graduates. You are then you can go for jobs, you can go for higher education, and so what makes you decide that you should go for PhD, you should go for postdoctorate fellowship? So how it is decided?
I think I can't really speak for other people, but to each his own. It's always about what gets you excited, what basically m- makes you feel like, okay, this is what I am in. I can really do, or am I am interested in learning more about. So that's, I think, should be the criteria. I am of the opinion that you shouldn't always be following someone else's path, or you should always do what you think you are are capable of doing the best at. So that's how I would suggest someone should basically go about deciding what they want to do or what they do not want to do. And that's exactly what my supervisor was always, would always talk about, that, it's not so much about what everyone else is doing. It's about what you want to be doing in your life. So I think Yeah.
Great, great. So now I come to my second question, Dr. Rashmi, and that is related to the
Mm-hmm.
research domain in which you are. So
Mm-hmm.
please tell very clearly in which area of research you are. What are the applications of that area, as far as the real world problems are concerned or industrial issues are concerned. And if someone is interested to pursue research in that direction, how he or she should pursue forward.
Okay, so as part of my postdoctoral research right now, we are working with a rare skin cancer, and we're trying to basically um, identify a way wherein these rare skin cancer patients become a little more or more like they become more responsive to immunotherapy, that they stopped responding to after a certain phase of showing, say, good amount of response. Um, so my role here is to basically integrate another aspect that is called DNA damage response pathway, to basically integrate DNA damage response pathway inhibition into this area of research and make these immunotherapy resistant patients more responsive to the treatment and increase their overall survival. So so that's what I'm doing. I'm working with a team of clinicians, uh, and we are constantly talking about various ways to basically help these patients so that they don't show as many side effects after being subjected to a combination of, say, this DNA damage response inhibitor and immunotherapy. So, yes.
Yes. So, Dr. Rashmi, now what are the career opportunities related to this domain of research as far as industries are concerned, and maybe related to some kind of academic institutes and all? If somebody is pursuing the research in this area, what are the options for him or her?
I think there are multiple opportunities available, and um, uh, immunotherapy has become, um, they call it a fourth pillar of cancer treatment now, and so exploring ways to understand how this can benefit patients while also exploring other ways to basically help potentiate its effects, such as using these DNA damage response inhibitors. I'm sorry, this is a jargon, but that's how it goes. But yes, this is a really exciting, a really exciting approach that many people are starting to take note of, and yeah, it has. I think it's got a great future in terms of increasing the overall survival of a number of patients who basically are in need of some novel uh, treatment strategies that could significantly help their quality of life. So I think yeah, there is good scope
Okay,
here.
so Dr.
Yeah.
Rashmi, now let me ask you this way: why PDF? Why people should go after PhD to postdoctorate fellowship? How it helps in your academic career, and how to approach for it?
I think it's not a must for you to go to basically go for postdoctoral research after your PhD. It's something that again, the reason I did it was because I wanted to understand if I want to basically stay in academia, or I want to maybe branch out and explore some other options. And I thought, right after my PhD, that this was I thought that this was basically the best time for me to understand the various, understand those various aspects that could help me determine, okay, fine, is this something I should just keep doing, or should I become like, or should I just become an industry person altogether? So yeah, it is just I just wanted to give myself some time to understand that, and while also not giving up on what exactly I am really interested in. So yeah, so I would say it's a must, but if you think you want
It
to do
helps.
it,
Yeah. Hmm.
it helps. It
Okay.
definitely does help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Rashmi, you're staying in IIT Gandhinagar.
Yeah.
You're
My
staying in IIT
state,
Gandhinagar. Yeah.
yeah, it was wonderful. I had wonderful friends with me who basically helped me, well, through a lot of ups and downs. So yeah, and I think IT GN in itself is an absolutely wonderful place to be at. It it's 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 the best place to spend some of your formative years trying to understand what you want out of your life, and it provides you with a great concoction of responsibility, fun, direction, and determination. So personally speaking, I think it gave me just the right amount of confidence to believe in myself and pursue my dreams. Yeah.
Great. So provided you great platform, and on the basis of that platform, now you're exploring your research areas and research career ahead. My last
Yeah.
question to you, Dr. Rashmi, is related to you. And what are
Hmm.
the opportunities ahead, planning ahead, if you have made any after postdoctorate?
I think I haven't made any uh, big plans so far, and I also don't think I have really, I have really achieved anything significant so far. My journey has just begun, and I think there's a lot for me to learn. I need to learn. I still keep learning, and that's what I love doing. So I remain quite excited about how it's gonna unravel for me in years to come. So yeah, that's it. I just follow my heart and give it all I've got.
Yeah. So I think that brings us to an end of this wonderful session, Dr. Rashmi.
Hmm.
And kind of inputs which have come from your side will be very, very significant for many over there. And
Hmm.
the kind of research work you just explained, and that may provide guidelines to many researchers back home. Many of them may be willing to join Professor Shiva Priya's lab, because that lab I have seen is a wonderful research work going on from there, and wonderful researchers like you are coming up from there. So wish you all the very best for your academic journey ahead, and thanks a lot for this time, Dr. Ashmi.
Thank you so much.